Hi, and welcome to another episode of That Nerdy Web Show, now available for Virtual Boy.
We'll have 8 sprites of all of us, and then Patrick will be invisible because the screen is black.
Wow. Wow.
For tonight, we have Justice Soul Tuna,
Indeed, that is me.
Phantom,
Yeah.
Sally,
Why is it Sally again?
and Opal Rider.
Hello.
And we have many things to talk about
Quit
tonight.
lying.
Okay,
Well-
we're just gonna say happy birthday to freaking Justice Soul Tuna. Jesus Christ, leave me alone.
Yeah, do we have to sing?
Happy
No, please don't.
birthday!
To you.
And you're late anyway. You missed it by a day.
Who cares?
By one day, boo-hoo.
We're still
and
being nice and saying happy
Yeah.
birthday.
It's okay. We would have missed it anyways, considering the fact that it comes up a day after. So
Yeah,
everyone who's listening in will hear it 2 days late now.
Yeah,
Happy,
thanks anyway.
yeah, happy birthday. Here's a copy of Guilty Gear 2.
Because everybody's gay for Bridget.
Here's a copy.
No. Y'all don't understand.
Here's a,
This is an inside joke between me and Josh. Y'all don't get it.
here's a horrible fanfic of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh my god. Look,
What?
man. At least if it's funny, I can stomach it.
No, it's gay.
Well, let's just all go play around Professor's Quest and be done with it.
Okay, well, let's start this shit off, okay? Well, so apparently today Japan discontinued their shipments of PSPs.
Now, see,
So-
this was inevitable. Let's be honest. Like, you're okay.
All good
We
things
talked
had to
about-
come to an end. Plain and
Oh,
And the
simple.
PSP was never a good thing.
No, the original PSP was. The very first PSP was a great system with great games. And it made sense to have these, unique games on a portable system, right?
Yeah.
However, PSP Go, what's up with that?
No.
That doesn't even
No,
like.
not PSP Go. That whole fucking thing with the phone and you turn it sideways and it's like apparently a PSP and be like, what the fuck?
Oh, was that Nokia
PSP
bullshit?
phone?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was a fucking Nokia.
Yeah, the Sony PSP
Oh
phone.
no, you're talking about the
No,
The
it
PSP.
it was like it was like a regular phone. You turn it sideways, you flip the screen up.
the N-Gage.
No, it was not an N-Gage. You
No, you're a dick face. I don't know.
No, you could play PSP games
That's it.
except here's the funny part: no disc.
Wait, what?
Is it all downloadable content, though?
Yeah.
It has to be an N-Gage. That's the only thing that matches
It's
that
not-
description.
did they have a
second? Did they have a
It was
second?
just a variation of the Sony Ericsson where you could play PSP games, basically, like digital PSP games.
Yes, but what my cousin did was actually pretty funny. He downloaded he bought an app on there, and he downloaded PSP games onto his phone, and boom, problem solved.
No, but like seriously, the original PSP was great and had great games. But after that, when they introduced PSP Slim is PSP Slim, fair enough. But then they introduced the PSP 3000, which is like waterproof, and then the PSP Go.
What the
It was like,
fuck?
yeesh.
I didn't even.
And
know
obviously,
that.
to be honest, I don't even think they've been making PSP games the past couple of years. It's 2014, and right now the focus is on PS Vita, which says whatever. So I doubt that they're making PSP games at all. Of course, they're going to discontinue it. Why would you keep making
Well,
a console for all
I
intents and
didn't
purposes?
even realize they had that many different types of PSP.
I mean, there's the Star Wars PSP, and then they had the PSP where you actually have to pull the back off instead of like the regular spring. And then they had the PSP Go, which I didn't see actually.
PSP Go was like smaller, and you couldn't play UMD discs on it. You had to digitally download them.
Yeah, which is garbage.
That sounds like a fucking disaster.
And then
Yeah.
there was that phone. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what it's called. Might have been called something stupid like the Sony Ericsson Play or something.
It was called something.
And you said the
But
phone
so,
was a Nokia?
I think it was.
Oh, that was way back in the day.
How?
I was going to say, at least it's not going to break.
No, but
This
how?
is a
If it
huge
was
step
Sony,
up.
it couldn't be Nokia. That doesn't. You guys realize those are two different brands.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm confused here.
No,
but
it was a Sony phone.
Wait, are you talking about the Xperia?
All I know is that it
wasn't
it was running on Android.
Like the
Right,
Xperia?
that would make sense.
No, it wasn't an. I don't think it was Xperia. I think it was Sony Ericsson, like original Sony Ericsson.
It was something, but
Well, dicks to you. Anyway. Get this away
whose
from the
phone is
microphone.
that?
Take your
Yeah,
phone
that's like
for a
serious
desktop, right?
vibration right there.
It's like somebody's.
Are they
vibrators
good
going off.
vibrations?
Oh, a Beach Boy reference. I got that.
Okay. Next,
Actually, I was referring to Marky Mark, but go ahead.
Mark
God damn
and
it.
the Funky Bunch.
Hmm.
It's all going
Damn!
over.
Don't
Choking
choke.
on beer.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
You're choking on beer.
Yeah. I laugh.
Hey, special guest, drunk Phantom.
Yes. Well, very special. Special. Yeah, but no.
Just,
Anyway,
So what do you do like an hour in or so? Just get another beer? I can't imagine you drinking warm beer all the way throughout this podcast.
fuck, I can't.
now I'm about to be going to number 2.
You're about to go wait, did you just say you're about to go to number 2?
No, go for number 2, you jackass.
Poop
You're about to go.
jokes.
Okay, you're about to go for a number 2. Got it.
If I do go for a number 2, my cable is long enough. I can go bring it over to the bathroom. And it's right around the corner from my computer.
Ka-dunk.
Sploosh.
We,
Did it?
And we're back to poop jokes.
so,
Funny how
nerd
things come full
podcast,
circle.
guys.
Okay, we can like.
What's wrong
Can we
about
actually
poop
continue the topic now? That would be nice.
Okay.
Well,
was
you
nice
would
one.
think we could.
Alright, let's get this shit on the road.
Don't. No, you're just asking for it.
Da-da-da-da-da. Poop jokes.
Okay.
God
I'm
damn
like,
it.
that a reaction.
God damn it.
No, but seriously, let's talk about the how Metal Gear, the original Metal Gear, not the PlayStation one. We're talking about old school Nintendo Metal Gear got approved for a remake.
Okay, I can.
Whatever
know
that means.
What system is it going to be on?
Probably
The Wii
current
U.
gen stuff.
No, I think it's
Wii.
gonna be on like all consoles, but it's gonna be like virtual download. Like,
Fair enough.
Everything's moving to download nowadays.
and I think it may be downloadable for Steam too, but I'm not 100% sure.
So current gen consoles. Then that's exactly what I said.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not gonna be disc. It's gonna
Well, digital stuff. That's fine. So like an arcade game or arcade title.
basically, yes.
That's interesting. I think that's all right. I mean, I don't know too much about original Metal Gear.
You know they make a
Metal Gear.
switch on the
It's-
side and you can silence it, right?
It's worse than fucking Ninja Gaiden.
Right over here and stuff.
Is that
Well,
difficult, huh?
It's worse than original not Metal. It's worse than original Ninja
No,
Gaiden.
it's like it's one of those games that like the design you could understand what they were trying to do, but back then games were so limited that you couldn't really put your vision into a game given the limited resources. So what ended up coming out was this retarded collection of unrelated events, which actually just make very hard gameplay.
Kind of like
Like
when
if
a
you
child
want it, like
tries to use watercolors to paint the Mona Lisa.
yikes. But like it's like you look at the game and it's like it's just
Or
a
like-
mess in a way.
Oh, so you mean like me and Andrew when we first tried to figure out how to work Sony Vegas?
That was terrible. Let's not talk about that again.
Thought we agreed never to speak of this.
No, it took us 2 hours just to figure out how to fade.
We didn't even figure it out. That's where we just gave it over to Patrick. They're like, here, you use it.
You guys are fucking pathetic.
Hey, I offered to do it in what is it?
The shower?
Yes, I'd do it in the shower. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
What the fuck?
Go back to the bathroom again. Poop jokes start now.
No, stop. No, please, no.
No, okay, but
But I think in regards to the Metal Gear remake,
they're still looking for people to actually help though. They got
Fair enough.
approved by Kojima.
yeah, that's cool. I think the only thing I'm wondering about is just I wonder if it's going to be just a one-to-one remake. They're just going to take the original gameplay and like make it
Yes.
more
basically.
modern, or if they're going to like kind of overhaul it completely and make it like a different kind of game.
No, I think
Either way,
I think Kojima wants it to stay with the original game. That's what I'm thinking.
As
Hmm,
close
but then-
as possible.
But if you ask me, from like what they are asking for, I think they want to try and go for like a whole 3D looking fucking like a little 3D looking game. I can't remember what game I was thinking of, but for some god awful reason, I'm thinking of like a new age fucking Metal Slug.
That sounds fine. I mean, obviously, Metal Gear doesn't play like Metal Slug, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, but okay. Next thing, let's talk about. Oh god, this is horrible. Arkham Knight. Batman's Arkham Knight.
Oh god, I'm so depressed.
Got,
I'm so depressed.
it got delayed
Oh man.
just to make more improvements to the Batmobile.
What is so
No, but
special
that
about making
Batmobile
improvements
is
to the
makes a lot
very,
of sense.
very important.
That makes sense though, if I'm honest with you, because this is gonna be the first game where the Batmobile is playable. If it's not good, it could be a major stumbling block on what is a very good series. Like, think of it this way: the Batman Arkham series is called the best comic book video game series there is, and if they mess up something like the Batmobile, that could ruin them forever. And this is gonna be their first next gen Arkham game. You know what I mean? Like, it has to be good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
They
from what
can't
I've heard,
settle.
but from what I've heard, they will actually want to make it to where you can drive the Batmobile, but nobody's in there. Dun dun dun.
Why wouldn't there
would
be
write-
anybody in there?
Well,
I mean,
you
I
can
guess,
drive,
I don't know.
can't it?
yeah,
can drive the
Batman has a remote control,
Batman,
isn't it?
so yeah.
Something along those
So what, did the
lines.
Batmobile
like, you
become
drive it-
Kit?
Apparently,
Kind of. Well, it's more sophisticated than Kit, except it doesn't talk.
I
Well,
want
it sounds
my
like it's not
talking
sophisticated at
cars.
all then.
That's probably why it's more sophisticated.
But
I
Batman
want-
doesn't
talk.
need
I
it to
want my
talk.
talking cars, not Transformers.
But from what I heard about the Batmobile in Arkham Knight, it's going to be able to obviously just drive normally through the streets. You can use it to drive through the city, but you can also use it to drive on walls and even a ceiling. Like, use it to drive through sewers, which I
So
think is
like
really
Men
cool.
in Black 1 style?
I guess so. It was in the trailer, the gameplay trailer they released. I thought it was pretty cool.
It makes sense.
But
Even the
I definitely-
movies, they were doing
like,
some really awesome stuff with the Batmobile.
I feel like it disappoints me that they delayed it. Not that I was going to be able to get. I don't have a next gen console, but it's just if they can make the game better, because delays, as long as the delay is enough to make the game better and not like development hell delay. If it's just like until next year, a few months, okay, that's fine. You know what I mean? Tighten up the game, make it better, but it's still like, because everyone was so hyped for that game for this year. It's annoying because it feels like things are getting announced, everyone gets hyped, and then it gets delayed, and it's like, oh, come on. You know, and it's been happening so often lately as well. That's another thing. But I'm disappointed. I'd really not that like I said, I don't have the console, but I'd really want to at least see Arkham Knight. Like, I'm really excited for it.
Right.
I haven't played. I should play Origins.
Plus, I'm sure you're going to be writing a lot of reviews about it anyways,
Well,
whether you've played it or not. Or how does that work anyways? Like, you're always writing those reviews. Do you have to
yeah.
play through the entire thing?
No, they're not necessarily reviews. They're just like previews and just news stories. But yeah, obviously, if you're gonna do a review, you have to play the game.
Patrick just wants a job at Screwtack or Normal Boots.
I wouldn't say them, but just someone well known necessarily, like someone decent.
IGN.
Someone more well known than we are? You
Pretty
fucking
much.
backstabbing
A
deserter.
little bit more well known than we are.
IGN, Machinima.
Pretty much, yeah, the big three, I guess.
Achievement.
IGN, Machinima, GameSpot, etc.
I was gonna
There
say
you
Achievement Hunters, but that's
Well, that's
so-
not game reviews. That's just them digging
Yeah, that's-
around.
That's other stuff.
Okay, but
I mean, are there games you guys are excited for this year that got delayed, or I don't know, just in general?
Wait, there are games
Well-
coming out this year?
well, dude, E3 hasn't even happened yet, and all the good news for
next-
that is actually being withheld.
That's true. I'm very excited for E3 next week.
I'm scared of what's gonna happen.
I'm pretty
What do you
excited.
mean?
I mean, because look what happened at last E3. I mean, it wasn't that exciting.
Well, define exciting, because like, do
Like
you
there
mean
wasn't
in-
there wasn't that much interesting stuff that was announced. I mean, oh, new first person shooter, oh, new this that and all another.
Isn't that what new gaming stuff is?
No, it was just
Isn't that
basically
like every
new.
E3?
but like,
No, it was
yeah,
just
that's
it was
no,
just
but I get what you're saying, Josh. But you have to understand that this is what people care about.
I know.
And mind you, they announced the Division. That was very exciting. Previous E3, they announced Watch Dogs, which is also very exciting.
This is true.
But other than that, the stuff is par for the course. Because remember, at this point, everybody, Microsoft, Sony, etc., they've stopped with the gimmicks, and the peripherals and all the silly stuff. They just want to talk about games now.
Imagine
And it's
that.
like you have to remember, and I think this is actually something to our viewers, and it's a very pertinent point. E3 has changed because gaming has changed. Now gaming news is so consistent and upfront that E3 isn't the place for all the big reveals. It's the place to show what has been revealed and explain what game is coming out later. For example, we know that Halo 5 is coming out next year. E3 is where they're going to show Halo 5 gameplay. You get what I'm saying? Like E3 isn't the same, Kinder Surprise event it used to be because we already know what's in it. We just want to know more about it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like E3 is not really. I think if you think of E3 as it has been in the past, then I think you're expecting the wrong thing. Personally, I think that E3 is, and mind you, I'm not trying to sound funny. Gaming has changed as well because now the people watching E3, these aren't. It's not just the core gaming demographic anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's thousands of people. It's like families. It's
Yeah.
business companies. It's media groups. Like you have to kind of find a balance to make everyone happy. So even if it's a bit kind of straightforward and not very electrifying, you have to remember that it's not just us gamers watching it.
And I'm just watching Josh type down that new topic. And then he's writing down my name. Why is he writing my name? What? I got a sex change, guys.
Real
This is news to me. I got a sex change.
Are you a
Thank
pretty
you, Josh,
lady?
for that wonderful topic.
That was
that
super.
was just some fun for the chat. I mean,
I'm smiling inside about this other topic, though, that he just wrote down,
okay,
because
but
New
let's-
Smash Bros.
Damn it.
is getting a GameCube controller. I'm sorry, did I steal your thunder?
No, is getting
What
a GameCube controller? No.
Adapt.
Well, adapter, and you can use GameCube controller with it.
Yeah.
Which,
Yep.
Which is actually
That-
going to make tournament play actually more interesting.
It
Hey,
will.
Yeah, it's like because I was wondering like, is everybody going to be forced to buy the Wii U Pro controller, which makes sense. It would be a shame for the pro players simply because they've played game controller obviously on Melee, on Brawl, and on Project M. So I was wondering, I guess they'll have to either use gamepad or Wii U Pro controller. But by making this adapter, it basically says that like, hey, you don't have to do that. And I think that's cool. That's
I
nice.
do think this is one of the best marketing decisions they've made so far,
in
because
my
all of the Melee fanboys are going to be like, yes, we can actually use this. I know how to play this now.
Yeah, like it's what they're comfortable with, definitely.
Yeah.
in my opinion, I would rather play with the freaking with the pad.
The Wii U gamepad or the Pro
Yeah,
controller.
the Wii U gamepad.
Well, I'd much rather
That's
play with
not-
the 64 controller.
That's
good
they
luck
have
with that.
No, like actually they
well,
have.
that's good. I mean, I get I get what you're saying. I think it would have been an interesting dynamic to see people get used to play either the gamepad or the Pro controller. But you have to remember, if we're talking competitive, it would really hurt a lot of people to not be able to play the GameCube controller, what they're used to. Like obviously, if you or I would like to try it, you have to remember we're not competitive players. We can't really.
I am.
I know, but you're not going to get anywhere with Wii Pad, are you? Is what I'm trying to say.
I'll fucking sit there I'll bring my own controller. I don't give a shit. I've actually done it. I sat there and looked like a fucking dumbass. No,
I'm talking about the Wii U gamepad. I don't think the Wii U gamepad's going to be that good for Smash, is what I'm saying.
Oh well, no. I mean, look what it did with Mario Kart 8.
That's Mario Kart 8. Smash and Mario Kart 8 aren't the same. I'm sure you know this.
I know
I'm sure
this.
Come on, Josh. We've been through this before. Mario Kart and
especially
Super Smash are not the same thing.
At a competitive level, I really don't think you can be very good with the Wii U gamepad. I'm not saying it's impossible, but rather I'm saying for a game like Smash, a fighting game, I think you'll want something that's a lot more compact, easy to control, like the GameCube controller, obviously, or the Wii U Pro controller. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why it's going to benefit those people. I mean, and mind you, this is coming from me, who I don't even like the GameCube controller. Just so you know, I actually play the Wiimote when I play Brawl because I actually prefer it.
Really?
Because I don't use analog on when I play fighting games.
Okay.
I have a 5-pad because I don't use analog.
I use the GameCube controller because I find it is a lot much easier.
It's a
I
lot
don't.
much easier.
I use the GameCube controller as well, just because I've been forced to play competitively with my brother. He's really involved, and I'm like, I wouldn't be able to keep up otherwise.
Personally, I never got used to the GameCube controller with Melee. I mean, I was fine with it, but never got used to it. So with Brawl, I just used the Wiimote without the nunchucks. I just used the sideways because I just preferred it.
Oh,
I
no, would that mean that they could sell new GameCube controllers?
Yes,
They
actually.
might.
I
This
mean,
is a huge possibility.
what I think they should do is if like if they if what GameStop should do if like you pre-order Smash Brothers, you can actually pay a little bit more, like maybe $25 for like the little adapter that you
The
use for the GameCube controller, and
yeah, they can also sell like special edition
and and,
GameCube controllers.
and
Oh
like
yeah.
maybe like $10 just to freaking have a GameCube controller with the Smash Brothers logo on it. But then again, it's just an opinion. I mean, it's just an
a bad
idea.
opinion. Your opinion is wrong.
Shut up and drink your beer.
But
I
all of
already
you
finished it.
GameCube controller customizers out there, this would be a great time to make some quick cash on that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah. Because I know there are certain companies out there doing Xbox One and different things. They're stupid expensive, but I mean, they're still making money off of it somehow, or they wouldn't be a thing.
Blingify your
Actually,
gamepad.
Yeah, I think the thing that perhaps is most interesting to me about this, in regards to the new Smash, obviously we already saw at Nintendo Direct that they're embracing the competitive side with that whole, every stage can become Final Destination. For Glory, the state is the mode where you can play competitively. But what's most interesting is at E3 next week they're holding a Smash Brothers Invitational tournament where a bunch of the pro players are basically 16 players are going to throw down, and even casual players can enter as well. And I think to me that's very interesting because it's going to be streamed and it's going to be on YouTube later. And I think, is this a general move for Nintendo to start embracing not just competitive players but also just the whole gameplay and YouTube aspect of things? Have they finally started to do that? Because I think if that's the case, good. I mean, it took them long enough. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, why would they put so much effort into streaming this game, into streaming Smash competitively, no less? You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Like, I hope
It
this
is a
means that
first.
they've. I really hope this means that Nintendo's finally stopped being stupid with YouTube. I really hope that it means that.
Time for a Nintendo first-person shooter to become involved. Yay.
Well,
That will never
by that I'd
happen, and we all know
hopefully
it.
be. Yes, it has happened already. What are you talking about?
Well, this is true. They did have the Metroid Prime.
Metroid Prime, yeah, I was about to say if they're going to bring any FPS back, it'd be Metroid Prime or something else. There's been another Nintendo
All right.
FPS,
Well,
but no, I think that personally, I think that in fact, I was actually watching Rooster Teeth. They actually explained it well. Part of the reason why Nintendo's been so hard-headed about YouTube stuff, it's like Nintendo as a company, their name is getting in the way of their progress. Because here's the thing: they said that like when you look at Let's Play community, but then you look at Nintendo and its ethos, it doesn't really coexist. Like Let's Players are loud, they're brash, they're funny, but they're
Yeah.
also a little bit offensive. They might swear a lot. And admittedly, if you're a Nintendo representative, you don't want your games to be played by these like I don't know these really loud, obnoxious
Yeah,
people
you just
swearing.
don't want to be
hoodlums.
associated with them.
these little
Yeah, exactly. And let's say like a 10-year-old kid or their parent wants to look up new gameplay for Mario Bros 3D World or whatever, and then they see
And
some Let's
yeah.
Player playing it. I can understand why
Fuck
Nintendo's
that
suddenly
Goomba!
scared. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like Nintendo's suddenly scared that their image of being child and family friendly is being ruined by people putting up Let's Play footage, and they also feel like, from a more traditional standpoint, that games are being ruined by being on YouTube because it means that people don't have to buy the game; they can just watch all of it online. Obviously, they don't take into their account choice, but to them, they feel like they're losing money if people are just going to go watch a Let's Play online. You know what I mean? Like, what's the incentive to go buy the game if you watch the whole thing? Which
Well, to
obviously,
actually play the game, but
yeah, exactly, they don't get that. But the point is, when Rooster Teeth said this, it really made a lot of sense to me. I never thought of the fact that, yeah, you know, Nintendo's meant to be kid friendly, but Let's Players are rarely kid friendly.
yeah.
There any?
But
What?
Well, there might be some kid friendly
One or
Let's
two.
Players.
Yogg's cast isn't the worst. I know. Captain Sparkle isn't terrible either.
Josh.
okay, but next is wait, we're actually done with this subject.
I think we
Holy
are.
shit, we're done with
I guess
Smash for
I guess
once? That's a first.
No.
At least we didn't go through Sonic.
No. Here comes,
I was gonna make a Sonic
no.
reference.
Here comes the
guys.
fun part. Next month I'm going to
Have your first
SGC.
period?
No, I'm going
Wow.
to SGC.
What is SGC?
Screw Attack Gaming Convention in Dallas.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Can't wait for you to tell us how it is. I mean,
And they just announced this last night. Kinji Ifune is going to be at SGC.
And the Inafune.
Inafune, sorry,
You fucking.
gotta get it right,
bastard.
man.
but
That's not. No, I'm not trying to be funny. It's just he did pronounce it wrong.
but for those for those people who don't know who Kiji Inafune is, he is the
He has a Japanese name.
The creator.
yeah, he's the creator and I want to say developer of Mega Man and Mighty Number 9.
It's pretty cool.
Yep.
And
He was the previous creator of the Mega Man games, and now he's making.
No, you go on. Sorry.
No, I was just adding on to what you said.
No,
but yeah.
You can add on.
Well, I mean, I know about him a lot, but I wasn't gonna just rant. I was just gonna say he's the creator of Mega Man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Which I think is gonna be awesome. That I get to go meet him. I'm gonna go actually try and meet up with him. I'm gonna meet up with Psy Guy. I'm actually going to try and meet up with Psy Guy if he's gonna be there, which I know he will because he's been on Twitter rambling about it for about a good while. But
Yeah. Who else is going to be there? Like, we know about.
I want to say the Angry Video Game Nerd, but then again, I think it's gonna be the other dude he works with. I can't. Motherfucker Mike. Motherfucker Mike's gonna be there. The Completionist is gonna be there. I know Nathan Barnett is going to be there.
Oh, a lot of YouTube personalities, basically.
Peanut Butter Gamer.
Another one.
Is Matt Pat gonna be there? Because if it's Screw Attack, then I guess he'd be there too.
Give me a minute, and I can actually.
Does anyone know who Matt Pat is?
I don't believe I do, no.
Matt Pat is Game Theory.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about now.
I'd like to be Matt Pat. He's a cool guy.
Let's see. Yeah, Peanut Butter Gamer is going to be there. The Black Nerd Comedy, Andre Meadows is going to be there. Pro Jared's going to be there.
Pro Jared?
Yeah. Smooth McGroove is going to be there.
I like the name of that guy.
Of course, I was right. James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd, is going to be there. Game Theorists are going to be there.
Oh, yep, that was right.
Brental Floss is going to be there.
Ooh,
Brental Floss, nice.
Mega 64.
Wow.
Name dropping for subscribers.
Now we're dropping some big names.
The Crew of Hidden Block. I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We still adore your work.
JonTron's going to be there.
Ooh.
Angry Joe is going to be there.
Nice.
Patrick
A
Scott.
lot of angry people.
Patrick Scott Patterson's going to be there.
Is every YouTuber, is every gaming YouTuber going to be there?
I guess so.
Yeah, you can just stop listing stuff because
on,
I'm pretty sure
hold
interest
on.
is waning quickly.
Hold on, hush, this is funny. The Pat the NES Punk.
Never heard of that person either.
Never heard of him.
The Completionist.
You already
You
Never
mentioned
heard
that.
of them.
Hold on, DJ Cutman's going to be there.
Okay.
Takahata 101's going to be there.
Who the fuck is that?
Team 4-Star.
Okay.
Three people from Team 4-Star is going to be there. And the guy who does Did You Know Gaming is going to be there.
How many of their
Wow.
dicks are you going to suck?
All of
Yep.
them! I will
Every
kiss ass.
single one.
I will kiss ass. if I have
Just to get a retweet.
Hey, do
Those
you want to be
suck
on our
dick
show?
for
Do you want to be
retweets.
on our show? Everyone just join our show at the same time.
No, but me and my parents are going camping over there, and then while they're
Go with
camping,
your mama.
no, while they're camping, I'm gonna fucking grab a taxi and go to fucking hotel and go to SGC.
I don't
Oh,
know.
that's
Camping sounds pretty fun.
Fuck
You should
camping! I've done enough of that shit.
$5 says he does none of this. Anyone want to take
You
me
can
up
tell
on
us
that?
how it goes. Yeah.
Ah,
I don't know. We there's no way to be sure.
I really wanted to go. I really wanted to go to SGC and also go do the Iron Man of gaming, but they got some of the games that I haven't even played in the longest ass fucking time, except for Tetris Attack, but that's different. I mean, shit. It would be fun to go try, but then again, I'd be like, I don't know what to do. Help me. Hey, you guys, sit next to
Well,
me.
admittedly, it doesn't sound like your regular convention. It sounds more like a gathering of YouTube gamers. So like
Gamers,
you don't
Yeah.
like what
I
do you
mean,
really do there?
dude, that's
A
all.
gathering of YouTube gamers and one guy trying to suck all their dicks.
You will. This entire thing is going to be surrounded with the people that Nintendo is so afraid of that we just talked about before.
That's very true.
This is just a
Actually,
compilation of.
Now that I think about it, what's his name? Now
It's
that
a
I think
trap.
about it, no, you idiots. What I'm
It's a
saying is
trap.
that like, have you noticed that like the people we've just listed, people like John Tron, what's his name? Angry Video Game Nerd, Mega 64. Have you noticed that a lot of the most popular YouTubers do play Nintendo games? Like
Actually,
in
It's
particular.
true. Yeah.
that's true, yeah, but they play the old school Nintendo games.
But that's the problem. I think that's probably why Nintendo's so scared, because the people who have the most influence are representing their games.
And
They're
they are
worried
not
about
kid friendly.
Well, they are definitely not kid friendly. I'm pretty sure the Angry Video Game Nerd is not. Well, he's friendly, but not kid friendly.
like
I just want to
for
see
example,
like Nintendo come out with an advertisement that shows all of these people being kid friendly.
That will
But
never happen. It
no, but
doesn't.
that
It
would
will
stink.
never happen.
Can you
Doesn't
imagine
exist.
like Game Grumps without all like the funny commentary? That would suck.
I'd still watch it. I mean,
It would feel so forced. Like to hear like Danny, Ross, and Aaron just not be themselves it would hurt. Personally, it would actually hurt to listen to it because I know that they would still try to be funny, but it would
They
really
would
take.
have to think up words to use in place of the swear word.
oh, diggly dangle.
There
That
you
would be
go. That's a good
Prepare
one.
your diddly holes.
Oh, poopy.
Yeah, but then it would be boring, and then as a result, the Game Grumps animated would suffer. As a
True. I mean, if you ask me, the most looked up fucking Game Grump thing that people really adored was the whole Sonic 06 thing.
Yeah, basically like the multiple moments from Sonic 06 where Aaron blew up. Like that's
That
what
was
made that
that,
series.
yes,
Like that wouldn't happen if Aaron had to censor himself.
true. Yes.
So I don't know. I don't know. If I was Nintendo, I wouldn't know what to do. Like a part of me wants to, embrace the current generation of games, but a part of me would be worried that my image of being family friendly is going down the toilet because of Let's Players.
Well,
Then again, it's not like we're kids anymore. People can choose who they hang out with. I guess with the internet, that's becoming more difficult. Is the biggest problem here.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Kids can now look up anything anywhere, and it's not like we have any censorship of
Yeah.
that.
If you look up like say gameplay for the next Pokemon, I guarantee someone's gonna swear in that video.
True.
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Don't expose them to rage quit.
Oh.
oh,
Well, there you have it.
Well, I mean, Rage Quit usually has the disclaimer at the beginning, so it's not like it's not like you don't.
Who pays attention to disclaimers, really?
a disclaimer. What is that?
I am confused with everything.
I think it's similar to the terms and conditions.
Yeah, who
A
reads that?
disclaimer is like, oh, this video contains blah blah blah.
That just means it's good.
Yep.
Oh, gee.
All the best videos
Yeah,
have
but, like-
disclaimers.
But like, if somebody watches it and gets like offended or worried, well, the disclaimer was there. It's their fault.
It's true. It's just a failsafe. You read this, whether you like it or not.
True.
Although speaking of all this Nintendo stuff, apparently Josh is going to talk about Mario Kart 8.
Oh yeah.
I want to know what he's talking about there. He says, only Josh talks about Mario Kart 8. Is this
I
gonna be
mean,
some
I
sort of
know none
rant?
of y'all never played Mario. Well,
I have. I've played
haven't-
Mario Kart 8.
Oh, okay, then
I've
let's.
unlocked almost everything, along with one of my friends who owns it. So
Well, we can all talk about it now. Yay. I like it.
It was really entertaining. I enjoyed it.
It seems very cool.
It's like every other Mario Kart game. It's
Except,
really, really good. Solid
except
game.
I personally think it's funny whenever you use the cinematic and you use the and you slow down just to watch somebody get hit with a fucking turtle shell. What?
Yeah.
Turtle shells.
Fish.
So, what's with all this angry Luigi stuff going on about that game? The death stare he has?
Oh yeah, he fucking
Angry.
the whole thing with if he fucking hit somebody with like a turtle shell and he just
He
gives
just,
you like this like evil fucking stare, like I don't even give a fuck, and but
Okay, I don't know what year. I don't think I have.
there's whole compilations of this online, and it's just people hitting other people using Luigi, and he'll give them the nastiest look. Like,
Wow.
you'd think he's literally going to kill them.
in my opinion, I think Luigi is overpowered.
How
Luigi is
so?
OP?
Yeah,
I
No, this
don't
can't be
think they have
possible.
that many
Yeah, that
stats
can't
in
be
terms of
possible.
individual characters. It's only slight differences there.
What do you mean slight differences?
I'm only noticing slight differences. Like, I played around with different characters. Really, the biggest stat difference comes whenever you're changing the cart parts. I mean, sure, there's the the featherweights, which can only be used by certain characters, and the extremely heavy. I forget what that's called, but other than that, I don't see much of a difference between the characters themselves in terms of stats, at least.
I mean, in my opinion of gameplay, and I've played it. Well, I've played it multiple times due to my sister being obsessed with the freaking game itself. Um, the fact that almost every fucking race it's either Luigi or Toad. It's aggravating like hell.
Really?
Yeah, because it's
Oh,
just
you mean for the computer players?
yeah. You can be on
Okay.
like 50 circuit, and then all of a sudden here comes Luigi with that fucking cone around his car. Ew! I'm like, the
That's probably
fuck?
just the AI. They probably just have better AI than the other characters.
No,
For
I'm just
some
sitting.
strange reason, I wouldn't know why they would do that.
I'm just sitting here like,
I
what
don't
the
know,
fuck,
man.
dude?
The year of Luigi never ended, man. The year
It
of Luigi
never
never ended.
ended.
Never ended.
I think okay, I'm about to say something very controversial, but like I think Mario Kart 8 is perfectly fine.
I don't get me
And I
wrong.
think that
Don't get me wrong.
oh yeah?
I think it's perfect. But the only stupid thing about it is that they have two rainbow roads.
Well, don't they, well, I mean classic
Yeah,
and new.
the remake, and they did that in Mario Kart 7 as well. They had the remake. Well, yeah, there was the remake of the original, and this time they're doing 64, and probably next time they'll either do
It
Super
wasn't
Circuit
really no,
or
it
Double
wasn't
Dash.
really 64. It was just, hey, here's a rainbow road. Oh look, circuit right above us. A even better rainbow road. Hey, let's all
Wait.
fall off the fucking side of the road.
Okay, well as I was trying
Happens
to
to the best
say
of
because
us.
I was legitimately going to say something controversial. I wasn't talking about MK8 specifically. Like Mario Kart 8 is, as I said, it's fine. I haven't played it and I can't judge it. And I think Mario Karts are usually fun. However, on this topic of Nintendo and always talking about Let's Plays and stuff, while I do understand why Nintendo feels this way, and this is kind of weird because it just kind of hit me. Do you guys sometimes feel that
Yes.
Nintendo's stubbornness with, trying to keep things all family friendly, do you feel that they're legitimizing and still, I don't know, perpetuating the idea of gaming as a childish thing because they're refusing to let people. I'm not saying that their games need to grow up, but they're refusing to. I don't know. They're refusing to admit that
They
older
just
people like their
Maybe.
games.
they're
I
just
think
trying to.
what they're
I think what
doing
they're trying to
is
do is trying to stay like family friendly, but the more they try, the more it's kind of failing horribly.
But then again, I think they're just what's really going on is they're trying to get the general gaming audience that the other two systems never look at. They don't give a second glance because hey, they've got
But
all of us
you say
Doritos
that,
eating
right?
teens.
you say that, but how come those other two consoles outsell in games-wise every single? I'm not saying the system outsells, but I'm saying the games on those systems outsell Nintendo games, though. That's the thing. You're right, though.
Because
They are trying
as
to
a very
reach a wider gaming audience.
honestly, I think they're just going for the right demographic. Us as 19, 20, for Corey, it's like, what, 27-year-olds?
Shut up.
We,
Boy's old. We all know.
we like to game. We grew up with this. We've been gaming for that long, and it's just sort of our thing. The fact that Xbox and PlayStation 4 is all going for that demographic, we're going to buy it no matter what.
Also, those demographics have more disposable income.
Yeah, so basically you're saying that Nintendo's going for like the more, well, I hate to use the word casual, more like just regular family-friendly crowd, basically.
Filthy
Yeah,
casuals.
and it might not always work. Sure, they have less competition, which is always a good thing in business.
I mean,
But-
if you ask me, some of the games Nintendo wasn't so family friendly with shit. I lost track.
Great.
Well,
Great
actually,
commentary,
it's funny that
Josh.
Josh mentions that. It's funny that Josh mentions that, but to be honest with you, and this is the funny thing, they're doing this, right? They're trying to be more family friendly and keep things all fun and simple and silly. But then stuff like the Tomodachi Life
Oh God,
controversy
no!
happened,
Stop.
Well, what about
and
13?
it just goes to show you that they're not prepared for the type of, like, I don't know, social response you'll get from trying to. I mean, and to be honest, I don't blame them for this. I think the whole Tomodachi Life controversy was dumb. I think that game, first of all, should have never gone west because people are going to misunderstand it from the get-go. But the fact that
Right.
it did, it just shows that, like, when you callously try to just promote, family-friendly, silly, simple fun, it's not going to be interpreted that way. You can't just say to people, "Hey guys, here's another family-friendly Mario," and people are just going to eat it up. No, there will be complaints. They will be like, "Okay, that's nice. Thanks Nintendo for just giving us the same crap you always give us."
So
It's like,
what is
go
Tomodachi
ahead.
Life?
It
Tomodachi Life
feels
is-
like it almost feels like a Japanese Sims in a way.
It's in a way, but the difference is the very big distinction. What it does is it takes your friends list on Wii, and it basically takes all the characters. There are the Mii's, the avatars, and it throws them into this game, which randomly generates a set of scenarios for them to run through. So characters will randomly like do stuff like they obviously that's really funny. Like they'll mess around, they'll play, they'll cook, and it becomes a bit like Sims. That they'll do stuff like they'll interact. Some of them might even get into relationships. Some of them might even get married, etc. However, this is where the controversy starts. What happened with Tomodachi Life is there was a bug which caused a male character to marry another male character, right? And
Yeah,
Are you sure that was the bug?
no, it was a bug because it wasn't supposed to be programmed, and then they took it out. But because they took it out, people were outraged because they thought that Tomodachi Life wasn't allowing gay marriage, and I think that's. And then they basically literally there's this whole internet fuss to make them do it. But the funny thing is, the thing that people don't get is in Tomodachi Life, you don't choose or control anything. It's like you literally throw all of your friends list into this game, and the game does stuff for you. So the fact that people were outraged at the lack of a choice, they don't understand that Tomodachi Life doesn't give you a choice.
Yeah, they never really explained it that well in the previews. I didn't even realize you weren't controlling your characters at all.
Yeah, you're not. It's not like The Sims. It's not like you're not given the option of gay marriage. And they said that, like, I'm sorry, we didn't put that in the game. And this is what they said. They said that, like, we don't want Tomodachi Life to be a game that makes a statement. This is just supposed to be a fun game, and having something like, a gay marriage isn't something we want for the game. And obviously the internet exploded. But what they don't understand is that, like, Nintendo wasn't being callous by saying this. They're basically saying that, like, that wasn't intended for this game because it's not that kind of game. What they should have said, and what they said eventually, was, "Oh, I'm sorry, we can't really program that into the game. The game's already done. We'd have to make a new game for that." Obviously, people would criticize that differently. But I don't know. It's like the thing is, people, as I said, this is another example of Nintendo just trying to make a game for fun that's something simple, but is interpreted wrong in the West. In this game, it's not The Sims. You don't control it. It's not about watching, a bunch of people interact in a certain way and choosing stuff like marriage. It's quite literally like watching. I mean, I basically to me, Tomodachi Life is like watching Japanese TV. Like you just flick channels and you see something really random. You know what I mean? Like it's that
How
kind
does
of
that
thing.
qualify as a game, though? That's more of a cinematic. I don't. I could see that being a little app thing that you can download, like a downloadable for your 3DS or your Wii U or whatever. But as a full-fledged game, I don't understand that.
Yeah, I mean, okay, geez, Josh, jeez, I get
No,
it.
no,
Like, I'm
no,
getting something.
it's not that. It's the fact that
Have we been on the topic for too long?
a little bit.
A
Plus,
little,
Well,
just
no,
a,
plus
no,
I
I,
got
I,
plus my parents just got home and I got something really important to fucking do.
okay, no, that's fine. That's
oh,
fine.
What, like
okay,
jacking
yeah.
off?
I
Look,
mean,
yeah, I'll wrap it up, right?
I mean,
The point is,
we can wrap it up.
go
I
ahead.
mean, uh,
No, would you have to leave, or are we going to talk about the other
I,
topic?
well, I gotta leave. I mean, the only other subject we could talk about is how Mortal Kombat 10 trailer looked. It.
Well, yeah, I guess it is
I
the
don't
last.
think most
Yeah.
of us have seen that.
No.
Okay, well, I guess that's about it.
We
Oh, well,
can
so
hold that off until like next podcast or whatever.
All right, well, I guess that's it.
good way to end it, dude.
Well, yeah, it ended.
Well, that's the show, guys.
Well, that's the show. Okay, Corey's drunk as fuck. Everybody make fun of Corey.
Oh, I only had enough to drink one beer.
He could have
Yeah.
drank 2, but he didn't get up.
Yeah, I could have drank 2, but I was hoping for a good spot to put a pun or a poop joke, but
Poop.
Well,
Wow.
there you have it.
Okay.
We've ended.
Okay, well, we're gonna end it right here with a poop joke. Poop on Corey's face. That's funny.
This shit's not funny.
that's fun.
It is.
All right,
Aww.
we'll just end it right there.
Okay, I got that one.
All right, we'll just end it right there. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.